If I could piggyback on Rep. Tanzi's question. So essentially what this group would do is just audit quasi-government groups. It wouldn't do any internal audits of the government outside those quasi-groups?
So I think it's important, and I'm sure the folks from DOA will add more color, but like this exists. This is not, there aren't many changes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it renames the office, it adds some duties. This is an entity that exists and currently has to do these internal audits. As I mentioned, you've got 20 some odd people doing this work. There are audit reports being issued all the time. Obviously, they've ramped up recently, but it's not a new function per se. It seems to be somewhat enhanced, but it's an existing.
And as of now, the way it functions now, do they have subpoena powers?
I don't believe so, but I will stand corrected. It's spelled out in the statute now. I mean, the proposed statute.
And the other thing I just wanted to question was, let me see if I can go back to my notes, is that you said it recovered approximately $900,000. You said $400 million and about $500,000. It recovered some.
I think I was trying to explain what the Executive Office of Health and Human Services Program Integrity Unit already does, because what's happening here is you have staff being added in the budget in a couple of places to go after what might be termed waste, fraud, and abuse, for lack of a better term, right? So more people in the executive office for very close to the program, and then more people in internal audits for a little bit further away, a different view. The example I gave you was what the Program Integrity Unit within EOHHS was recouping from providers, and they are expected to recoup a lot more under the governor's proposal as well.
Okay, so but I guess I'm getting at, you just gave two examples of $900,000, and you said $400 million, and they collected about $500,000. I have a very difficult time keeping up with you, Sharon, so please bear with me. No, don't apologize. You do a great job, but it's so. And I believe that was on around slide 11. You had said that. So, but what I'm getting at is, what do we pay that department to get that kind of return? So I don't know if I should ask the office, the director who comes up, rather than you. But that's essentially what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a great question, and that gets to the question about how will you measure and track success? What is it worth to add more staff? What do you gain for each thing?
Right.
I think what you're getting at is, how much are we paying to collect the same amount of money, or
is it an even sum game? Is there a cost positive revenue? That would, so if somebody's listening out there, that would.
Yeah, no, it's a good question.
Okay, and the other thing was okay, the other thing was on slide 25, the governor's $31 million from the capital funds plan. That's money that we're going to use to purchase the building. Essentially, the building.
Let me clarify, and I'm sure the administration will emphasize that this is not a proposed purchase price. It is meant to represent a rough estimate of what it would cost to purchase, outfit, and maybe do some other things without revealing its price it's willing to purchase.
Right. Okay. So it would be the purchase price, and then also would be involved in the purchase price would also be the necessary funds to renovate it. Would be the total price.
Yes.
All right. And a lot of that they say is going to be paid with the terminated leases, essentially. Right. Okay. All right. I'll wait for the director. Thank you.